Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles offense will have the football first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring.
Turning it on! Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Makes the grab on the back. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Nice right there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Hawkins. Open space at the 25. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Using the quick game. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will take the field for the first time. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Going for the big play, and he reels it in inside the 30. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Gives it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Noles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Gets it out quickly. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success?
Touchdown Seminoles! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Catch in the middle, it's made. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Grabbed in the middle, it's made. Found a little bit of room to second and short. They'll try the run, and they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking for space. It's Abrams. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Got a chance to maybe take some points off the board. It's a big play that we might circle back to later.
It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to SMU. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Fires to the middle. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Seminoles are flying down the field. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got the quick pass. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they...
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Noles! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's ball. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He has the first and still on his feet. Got some room to run. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
How about the explosive play by this offense. Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like...
There he goes. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Banks. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Now on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Dances away to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Golden. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Turning it on! He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that throw.
Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. The quarterback rode that RPO for a while, trying to make sure the defenders were wrong, and he took a big shot and couldn't quite connect.
And those RPOs make you wrong defensively regardless. Do I come up really fast and play the run, or do I stay back? Great job by the defense, understanding, seeing it, playing the pass really well.
Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. To the air, it's Applewhite. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Dumps it off in the flats. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting in the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good on the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Here's the pressure. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. With the catch, it's made. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and the fullbacks don't run long routes. Most of the time you keep those guys short off of a little play action or a run fake. Gets the catch, secures it, gets a little bit of yardage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Aggies are on the move.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And Yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Going to run it. It's Abrams. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down a lot.
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the Noles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Grab behind the line. It's Hawkins. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football. Force feed.
Touchdown, Seminoles! A great catch and run for 6. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Nole Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Bringing it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. Oh, he's got some space. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. He's got it down the middle. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Pulls it in. It's ball. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
After 43. Good enough for 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Here's a heat. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle, and they need to find something that they do really, really well, and running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. New Mexico State will be forced to punt.
On to punt it away.
And the returner will be dragged down. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Offense facing.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard.